Well, Hanford, another Brown season. How would you characterize the season so far?
Well, you know what? I mean, there's been some ups, there's been some downs. We can't seem to win the games that I think we need to win. I always used to have a saying, expect to win, and usually you find a way to win. We just haven't found that way to win, especially starting with the game last week against Denver, who we haven't beat for some time now. But there's some bright spots.
Okay, let's stay on the negatives just for a little bit. What has disappointed you the most?
I think the most disappointing thing is learning how to win football games, learning how to close football games out, and because we've had that opportunity. Let's just go to the last game against Denver. I mean, here we are, we fight back, we get back into that ball game. We have an opportunity to win it. We get a big interception against Peyton Manning, and we go 3 downs, and instead of us going forward, we back up, and that's not learning how to win football games. And obviously, we lost it in overtime with a kick, but that's been the most disappointing things. And also, we put a lot of money into their defense, and that defense has not been playing well. I mean, whether it's the secondary, whether it's the defensive line, or whether it's the linebackers, those guys have not played well, and I don't care. You can name any of them. They haven't played well, and that's been really disappointing.
What have been some of the positives that you've liked this year?
I think some of the positives have been those 2 young running backs. I think those guys have really stepped up, playing extremely well. I think McCowan has really impressed me a couple of games. You have to give this kid, I mean, not this kid, but him a lot of credit. I mean, I think last week, week before last, he was AFC Player of the Week. And Travis Benjamin. I mean, Travis Benjamin, for a guy that had a hard time returning punts and special teams last year, he's really stepped up in the punt game, but also most impressively in the receiving game. He's turning into a legitimate receiver that we can rely on. And I say between the quarterback play, the receiver play, and the running back play, I think those have been the positives for me this year.
Okay, the Browns play St. Louis on Sunday. You know what happened last week against Denver, so there's a few things that they need to change. What are you expecting on Sunday?
Well, we have to go on the road. I mean, we're a football team right now where our back's up against the wall. I mean, you look at the AFC North, I mean, it's always been a strong division. Cincinnati's undefeated. Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. The only disappointing in the division has obviously been the Baltimore Ravens, and who knows, the Ravens may run the table and win every game out. So our backs is up against the wall. We have to, even though we're on the road, we have to find a way to win this football game and get back into the hunt with that AFC North.
Every week we're going to do a brunch with a Brown, and you're the Brown this week, and probably for most of the weeks. This is a nice place that we're going to eat today. Why should we continue to come here?
Well, I think people have to come here. I mean, we're at the Horseshoe Casino downtown, and we're in our buffet area. And I'm shocked. This is your first time eating here, but you'll learn after today. The food here is just phenomenal. And then the good thing about it, one thing I hate and I shouldn't like, you can eat as much as you want to eat once you come down here. But we have a really nice spread here. So you have to come to the Horseshoe, try our buffet out.